Hey guys, Scramman73 here. Tonight we're going to start the process of making a forge out of a 30-pound propane tank. Never made one, kind of got a pretty good idea how to do it. Got some refractory cement to cement in the fire bricks. And we're going to start tonight by cutting open this propane tank safely. Alright. Okay, so here we have, sitting on my bench, we have a 30-pound propane tank. I didn't show the first couple steps of this, which are pretty simple. I'll explain them to you, because didn't know I was going to make this video. Anyway, so the very first thing I did once I got this propane tank from my friend Brian, good guy, Brian O, check out his videos, is open the tank fully. Make sure there's no gas. I left it for, well, it's been open like that for a few days. And then I slowly drilled a hole here while I had the tank wet on top. I just soaked the tank down just to be safe. Not that there was going to be any sparks. But I just drilled a hole in the tank here just to make sure there was no gas left in it. Left it, let it vent out. Because we're going to do some grinding on this baby. We didn't want to have any propane left in this. Even though propane tanks are quite safe nowadays. So after that, what I did was, there used to be up here on this side was this carrying ring. So I just took my zip disc on the grinder there and just cut that off, and we don't need that. Then on the bottom of the tank there were these, just this little ring. There's only like 3, maybe 4 welds that hold that on there on the bottom of the tank. Just down there, and same thing, just cut them off. So now we have a solid round cylinder that's going to try to roll all over the frickin' place on us. So what I'm going to do is, in another step I'm going to show, I'm going to build a little base. Maybe reuse this old steel or use some new stuff that holds it nice and sturdy, just like that. But the next step we're going to do is we're going to mark out, this is crooked, I'm going to redo this, I just drew it in marker to show you real quick. So we're going to cut a little slot around the nozzle there, and we're going to cut that out into a nice size square. I'm thinking something about, 8 inches by 5 inches, and that will be our opening to put stuff in and out of the forge. The next thing we're going to do is on the back side of this tank, this really nice round cylindery part, is we're going to draw a perfect circle all the way around, just on the curve, all the way around this tank. And then we're going to take our cut disc and we're going to cut that whole thing off so that this part will come out. And then I'm thinking we're going to modify a couple of hinges, and we'll mount some hinges on here so that this can open up. Now the reason for that being is we need to be able to get right inside this tank to put some refractory cement in there and some fire bricks in there and get a nice flat platform. I'll get back to you on that. Might all be in the same video, or I might do this in a couple of videos. Anyways, we'll see what happens next. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, so what I've done next is I've cut the nozzle off of here. Here it is down here, just with my zip saw. Looks like it was just an aluminum for how quick it went through there. Aluminum or very soft cast valve in there. I tried to unscrew it, but this one is so old it did not want to come out, so I just cut it off just to get the heck out of my way. The next thing I went and did was to make a nice square. It's a round circle, so it doesn't really matter where you put it as long as you put it in the center. Is I just took a piece of cardboard, very simple, very rough, made a nice square. I chose to go 4 inches by 7 inches. I placed that over top of the valve, held it on the tank, and traced it with a marker. Now we're going to go about and we're going to cut this square out with our cut disc, and we'll get a look inside this baby. Okay, so lots of sparks. Should have been wearing a welder's hat. feel like I've lost a little bit of hair, but we have successfully cut through this, and it's dark as hell in there. But anyway, so there is the one end of our forge. I'm thinking that's going to be the size approximately of the opening of our forge. And the one end, the other end will be the cylinder, which will have a door. We might make an attachable or a hinged door on here to block off a bit of the flame, to keep the flame more intense inside. And then up on top of this baby, probably like right here and right here, we're going to put our burner, which is one that I made previously for my old forge. A little bit of modification. Here it is, here, right here. It'll fit down inside, and I don't know if you can see down in there, you can't really tell, but what is in there is a couple little welding tips, which look just like this guy when they're all put together. So I've just, basically, there's your gas inlet. It's teed inside, and then you use, God, I forget what's a 1/4 inch T, and whatever you have that'll make a welding tip fit right inside there. I think I tapped and threaded that to thread that in. It's like a 30 thou welding tip, and that works really, really well for a burner for the forge. Anyways, I will get back to you. Thanks.